Hey guys, in this video it's going to be a quick rundown of how I have my deck system in my truck set up for ice fishing. So I'm going to go over some details of how the storage looks, what I keep in there, the essentials, the things that kind of swap depending on the trip I'm on, everything you need to know about the deck system in my truck. Okay, so for the first part of this video, I'm going to film everything on the Sony. Pretty simple, guys. It's a solid platform. As you can see from the scratches, dings, tears, I've had this thing for almost 6 months now. I reached out to the company and kind of came up with an agreement about them that I get one, try one out, but above and beyond, see how I run it for ice. I've had summer stuff in there for months. Like I said, I had hunting stuff in here from a lot of the unarmored stuff I was doing. I was traveling, keeping hunting clothes in here. But now it's time to run down what I keep in there for ice fishing. So without further ado, I'm going to switch to the GoPro on my head. So it'll give you guys a little better perspective as I'm going. What else can I say? I guess these are all the sections that pop out. You can keep shells, hats, batteries, whatever you want in there. They flip upside down, little cup holder. That's freaking cool. There is 4 of those. There's 4 of those, 1 in each corner, but I obviously mainly just use these 2. Because the side windows and the topper, I can get at those back ones. I can store stuff in there, but for the most part, just store stuff in the drawers and these 2 little compartments. Does have a beer opener there, which I feel like I should have a beer to like, but another time. Each drawer has a big old handle on it. You can pop out. Oh, don't look in there yet. Can't go over that just yet. But you pop it out, goes all the way out. I'll show you. But now I'm going to switch to the GoPro. Hopefully this angle works well for you. Okay, so let's dig in to the drawers. On the drawer on my left, open this thing up. First off, let's just admire how far these things go out, and there's like still a bunch of storage back here. This has got a bunch of goodies in it, but I'm gonna go through back here first. Before people criticize me, yes, I take this out and this out to get to my back bin here, but this is more or less an emergency bin. This is like got tools, extra gloves. You see I got some cotter pins in here, a socket set, probably a few missing. You know, extra gloves, some duct tape, screwdriver, extra another pin, ratchet straps, an extra ball. Just things that like on the side of the road if you need some help, or little things when you're on the road that can go wrong. It's just nice to have a couple tools. Again, this could probably be better, but for right now it's just fine. I stuff this way in the back of this left drawer. And again, if I got to it a bunch, it would probably be more of a pain, but I don't know if you can see, it's way the frick back there. Like, there's a lot of room yet back there. Jumper cables, obviously a must. And then I usually throw this right here, depending on how many propane tanks I got. So these little dividers just clap into place. Yes, propane. I'm gonna be needing some propane. It's gonna get cold this week. Probably gonna have to put the house up. These are Flame Kings. These are the refillable ones. If you haven't checked these out, these things are freaking sweet. This is like the extra goodies bag. This like, I'll just show you. This is like extra of plastics, extra jigs, extra line. Just like a bunch of extras, stuff that isn't in my binders, isn't in the house with me. This is just like in case like a buddy needs a bunch of stuff that I don't already have on the ice, they can go through it. I got plastics from 13, a bunch of bulk line spools. The Magic Mans, I mean, there's spoons in here, all kinds of tungsten jig heads, so like, just the extras, the pure extras that aren't already in the house with me now. Again, super cool. Bin just sets right in top of here. So this one I actually don't go in as much as the one on the right, just because there's just not as much stuff in here, but throw that back in there. And now let's go on to number 2. All right, so this has got all kinds of things. This is kind of my day area. This is stuff that like if I'm thrown in for the day, I got an extra jacket, some hats. Ooh, kick ass. Sorry, I had to finish chewing that beef jerky. All right, let's go into extra batteries. I just bought a Milwaukee Fuel, so a couple extra batteries for that. I do have the Ion in the trailer. I've got an extra battery for the Ion here. Bubba was nice enough to send out a couple toys. This is one of the new fillet knives and new pliers. I got the angled ones. I haven't used these yet. Obviously, they're still in the package, but I'm bringing them up north because this weekend we're gonna catch lots of fish. An extra hat. I got some picks in here. Just like I said, the extra things that you kind of just throw in last minute. This is kind of a cool section here. This is where I keep all the rods. I'm not set in stone that this is the way to do it. But these are just extra. Again, I have a rod case, all my tungsten jigs, things I have in the trailer now that are in my ice house and that I'll bring with me on a given day. But like these are like the extras. This is like the backup, right? So again, longer hole hopping rods. Some of these are rigged, some of these are not. I don't do a lot of walleye fishing, but like to have a couple, you know, bigger rods with braid on them to throw body baits. These dividers just work really well, you know, keeping kind of them just hanging there. I got extra reels in here and a couple rods that aren't on a reel in there as well. But again, I can just, I mean, I can quick grab things, I can throw things there and out, throw in my rod case. Rod case usually goes up here or in the trailer, and it's just simple. Again, these hinges are all really, really nice. You can see how when they come out, they kind of like click, which is awesome because a lot of times the truck's on a hill or, you know, something like that, but they click into place so you're not constantly fighting it, going back and forth. It utilizes the space really, really well. I'll show you how, like, so this is, you know, it shows how long it is, right? We can go like this all the way, and then it hits the back there. Like I said, they're pretty sturdy, they're strong, they kind of click in and out, so by the time it's actually all the way out here, I'm not fighting it going back in, it just kind of stays in place. But there's a ton of room in here, and I tell you what, it is absolutely maximized the amount of like space I get in my truck. There's no question about that. I'm able to carry a bunch more without having to like have a bunch of things just randomly stuffed in the back of my truck. Well, now you can see what the setup looks like. I got a GoPro, stretch all the way back, and the battery pack and my neck, and insides to what it takes to film a video like this. But if you guys have any questions on any of this, I can't do this. This is too silly looking. All right, much better. If you guys have any questions on how I lay this out, what other things that I bring in and out of here on a given trip, depending on the trip, if it's for walleyes, if I'm going a long ways, if it's just down the block, shoot me a question below. I'd be happy to answer them. So far, I'm incredibly impressed by this thing. It's rugged. It hasn't moved an inch. I throw stuff all, I've thrown lumber on here, I've thrown mulch, I've done house projects. I can't tell you how much hunting and fishing stuff I've thrown in there. I've even thought about, you know, maybe sticking an auger down there or something, because you could totally fit one. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them.